there was a report earlier last week, towards the end of the week, actually, that Gundersen Health System is considering kind of expanding into the Chippewa Valley. Obviously, HSHS and Prevea are essentially gone now. The only places left are really clinics that are contractually obligated to stay open until June. But the hospitals are done. Most of the clinics are done. So you're looking at other medical providers in the area who are starting to open up new clinics here. Oakleaf Medical Network just opened one. And they're starting to expand their service there. So that's always something to follow. Starting to get into roadwork construction season. A lot of big projects going on in the area. One big project is not roadwork dependent. Out in Altoona, they're testing out this new sediment collector because of the sediment that comes in along the Eau Claire River is pretty harmful to the wildlife that's in the area of Altoona. So they're bringing in this 30-foot long sediment collector. They tested a 10-foot one earlier this year, and it was really productive. So that's a pretty interesting project that's going on as well.
It's funny, though, because that one, the dam that forms Lake Altoona is one of those that, again, whether it's, natural resources experts or others would say that it's not fully necessary. I know that over the past, 20, 30 years or so, there's been this move to, remove dams that are no longer needed for, say, generating power and, return, the river to its natural channels. But sometimes there's people, they really want to keep, the body of water that's formed. I think in Bloomer, they had to build a new dam and they had to, fundraise for it because, again, the state wasn't going to pay for all of it since it wasn't really needed anymore. Lake Altoona has really had that problem with all that sediment that comes in and, monkeys with the lake. People don't want to lose the lake either. So, I mean, this community has faced years of looking for just the right way to hold on to their lake without causing, damage to the natural resources around it.
Yeah, and there's hope that this is the way. The 10-foot smaller version of the sediment collector worked. It worked pretty well. So they feel comfortable using the 30-foot sediment collector, which is just absolutely massive.
I bet. It's just so many things that they have to work on there. So for that story and much more, James Kelly follows it for Civic Media out of Chippewa Falls, part of a very full news team with Terry Bell and others. James, thanks for giving us a little update on a couple of the stories you're working on, and we'll talk again real soon.
Absolutely. Anytime, Pat.